Greetings, Heights Church, and happy Sabbath. As always, it is a blessing to host each one of you in this beautiful place on the Sabbath day. Feel welcome in this place, whether you are a member or just a guest that is coming for the first time or a guest that regularly visits with us. We want you to feel welcome. We want to become a church that is a fellowship, that is a family, and you're welcome to be part of our family. God bless each one of you as we go into our service today. I would like to, first of all, wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I had a wonderful time with family and friends, and I pray that that was exactly each one of your experience. May the Lord bless our church as we continue looking forward into the welcoming of a new year as well. May next year will be full of blessings to each one of you. I would like to also mention that I have received very few of the surveys that were sent out. Those surveys are very important. It's a great opportunity for you to communicate with the pastor as well as with the leadership of the church. We want to include everybody in the process of deciding what is it that we're going to be preaching about for next year. So please consider filling up the survey and turning it in so that we can have that information, we can gather the data, and we can work with the data, okay? We're hoping that in the month of November we will be able to come together and decide what the theme of the rest of the year is going to be. I want to also encourage everybody that is in leadership at this point to consider the fact that we're getting ready to start a new year. This will be our last year out of the 2 years that we have been doing elections for, which means that next year is election year as well. Use some things to consider. Please do some feedback, gather with the different departments and do some feedback as far as what was done in the year before, the year that is just ending, and also what we are going to do in the year that comes. I want to prepare also the church for what is going to be election year. I want to mention these. You probably hear me say it again. We want to make sure that everybody is available and eligible for positions of leadership. Your membership must be here in our church. You got to be a member in good standing. Also, faithfulness is something that we look into. As I said it before, if you want to truly support the church in every way possible, I can think of at least 3 ways in which you can support our church. The first way is with your tithes. When you give tithe, you are supporting the church in ways that only tithe can do. The tithe is sent to the conference. The conference distributes the tithe throughout the entire territory to pay the salary of the pastor, but also it comes back in a series of different benefits. Legal representation, for example, is one of them. Evangelism is another one. This church has been doing evangelism every single year, and the budget is mostly funded by the conference. Those funds come from tithing. And so I want to encourage anybody that is considering positions of leadership. This is very important. You have to support the church with your tithe. Offerings is the second way in which you can support the church. Offerings is the money that you give to the church that stays here locally. You could use that money to pay different services around the church, the rent, well, in this case, the mortgage. You can pay the energy bill, repairs, all the different things that are necessary to actually operate the church. The third thing that you can do is your personal work, using your hands, giving your hands, lending your hands, and doing personal work in the church. We would like for everybody or anybody that is elected to a position of authority to at least be able to do those 3 things in order to support the work that takes place here at the Heights. So things to consider as we move into an election year. I want to now go into the announcements. And so I want to invite everybody to please make sure that you secure your belongings and your vehicles, make sure that they're locked. Please bring an attitude of worship into the sanctuary. Do not bring any food into this place. We want to keep this place clean and in good order. I want to encourage anybody that has been going to the Bible studies at 3 o'clock, the Bible marking class with Brother Dan, or those who have not come. It's a good opportunity for you to join. Don't feel that you were left behind. Just come to the class, participate. Speak with Brother Dan and he can bring you up to speed as to where you should be at this point, or he can help you catch up, okay? Wednesday, we're going to be having our prayer meeting as we have been doing on Wednesdays. We canceled last Wednesday. However, we will have a prayer meeting January the 1st. We will be covering chapters 31 and 32. We're almost done with our book. It has been a tremendous reading. I want to encourage anybody that has not been attending, please grab the Ministry of Healing. It is a powerful book that encompasses many different areas of what it actually entails health in a full sense of the word. Vespers, we're going to be having Vespers this Friday, January the 3rd at 6 p.m. Everybody's welcome to the church so we can welcome the Sabbath together. Our praise and thanks, praise to God and thanks to those who actually supported our Christmas program. It was such a beautiful program, a tremendous success. We want to thank Sister Terry in a very particular way. I know that she couldn't be here because of health issues, but thank you so much for the work that goes into these programs every single year. Everybody that participated in the different departments, we have the bell choir, we have the voices, we have the different instruments, the children also sing. Thank you everyone for the work that you put in so that we could have a wonderful Christmas program. Our visitors always come, and it's a blessing to see them at least once a year, some of them, but it's a blessing that they are coming and joining us here at the Heights. We also want to thank the social committee. We had a wonderful all-church potluck and games this December the 25th. Everybody that came and enjoyed and participated, what a blessing it was to be able to come together as a church on Christmas. And so thank you for putting that together. We want to announce that this is the last week for the postcard and for the post office to be open. So if you want to send cards and greetings, please make sure that you do it this week. I want to personally thank every single one of you that sent a card or that gave a gift to the pastor and the pastor's family. You guys are awesome. We feel very loved, and we truly want to thank you for showing and demonstrating that love to us. God bless you all. Please remember, it's the last week. You don't want to miss it. Send some greetings out, send some cards out to someone that you love, okay? All right, January 4th, just make this announcement. We're going to begin the year with communion. So please prepare your spirits, prepare your hearts. If there are issues between you and a brother or a sister, or even within the family members, please, let's settle all the scores. Let's get restored, bring restoration into relationships, and prepare ourselves for communion. There will be also baby dedication. Baby Naja is going to be dedicated Sabbath, the 4th of January, and it will be a wonderful blessing to share that event with all of you. Let's get prepared for the 10 days of prayer, okay? Beginning January the 8th all the way to the 18th. We're going to be doing 10 days of prayer every evening. There is more information and details coming, but please prepare to participate on the 10 days of prayer. This is a praying church. We have been praying for the audacious prayer. We have this program. Later on in the year, we're going to get the 31 days of prayer, which is going to be in the mornings. And so the whole year is going to be packed with prayer. Let us prepare for that as well. January the 12th from 1 to 3, we're going to be having the Women's Self-Defense Training. Women's Self-Defense Training. Please note the information on the slide. There is registration going. Remember, the first 20 people, we're only going to take care of 20 people. The church is going to pay for it. If you would like to make a donation, we really appreciate that so we can keep paying for these different activities. $65 is the fee per person. Church is covering it. 20 ladies, the first 20 ladies are going to participate of this class. You can find the registration in the foyer. Please find it. Write your name there. Hopefully we have more than 20. If we have more than 20, we'll have to consider doing another class at a later time, but at least the 20 ladies that are going to be participating. Towards the end of January, as we have been announcing, we're going to be having a health weekend. Judith is going to come and teach and preach. Her mom is going to help her. We're going to have Saturday program and Sunday cooking class. And so please stay tuned for that. Invite a friend, start talking about it, start getting excited about it, and you will see your friends wanting to come and participate. There's a Heights member transfer that is going to be read. I'm going to ask Brother Jeb to please go ahead and do the reading and take the vote on this one. There is also another reading for Andre and Cynthia Azevedo. There's going to be the first reading for them to go out, and the second reading for Brother John Sarno to be welcome into our fellowship. And so you will be having those right immediately after the announcements and before the service starts. As always, in the reminder of prayer, we have the prayer scroll to the left of the sanctuary in the back. Upon the communion table, we have the scroll that's laid out for you to write your own requests. But if you do not want to do that, you can always fill up one of the cards that are in front of you as you sit, right there in the back of the pew. Write your request, submit it in the collection plate, and we will pray over that for you. May the Lord bless you. May you have a wonderful Sabbath day. Please prepare your spirits to receive the message. And I pray that as we continue and we go into the new year, the blessings of the Lord will be with each one of us, and especially with the Heights Seventh-day Adventist Church. God bless you.